Okay, in this section, what we're going to be talking about is ladder logic. So now that we have our base system set up, that we're going to start with, first and foremost, what we want to do is add a couple routines. Okay, so while we're not working with these, we're going to, these other ones, we're going to, index them down. We're not going to use them. We're just basically going to do our ladder logic. So now that we're into the ladder logic routine or ladder logic section of the course, we really want to, and I'm pretty sure you're glad of that, right? This is one of the basic main things that people program with. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to link. We're going to add several routines and show you how to link the routines using a JSR. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and add a new routine. So every time you do this, you're going to have to add a new routine. Okay, so we're going to call this this one to be timer examples. We'll have that. We'll have come in and we'll do some counters. I tell you what, let's do yeah, let's just do that. That's fine. Then we can come up here and look at the rest of the stuff we want to do, like compares and computes. So let's do that too. Let's come back and add another one. Compare, compute. We'll do that. We'll do like we'll do some file shifts and stuff like that. So we'll do example. So we're not going to limit ourselves to what we have right here. We're just going to keep adding on to it. What I want to do is just add a couple different things in here to show you some basic things that you can do. So first and foremost, what we need to do to get all these linked together is we need to come into our main routine and we need to add JSRs. So we can do two things. We can double click right here on the side of the edit bar, and we just type in JSR and hit enter, and that will work. Or we can come up here to our actual program controls. So what I like to do is I like to stretch this out as far as I can, and I like to come in and go to, in this instance we're going to be going to program control, I think is where this is at. So right here, program control, and you want to go to JSR, right? So JSR is naturally going to look, it's going to look like it needs an input and output parameter, and we can go through and talk about that as well too if we want to use input and output parameters, and I'll show you that section as well. But to get rid of this, because when you have it, you want to get rid of it, you basically just need to exit it. In that case, you want to come in here and you want to go to add your first routine. And in this case, what we're going to add is, of course, we're going to add them in natural order that they're in. And again, this the easier thing to do for me, instead of having to edit this all the time, is just simply just JSR, just type it up top, and it's just as easy. So I'll go ahead and add all the ones that I need. So I know I have 1, 2, 3, 4 routines currently. I'll just go ahead and add 4 JSRs. Now what the JSR does is it actually jumps to that subroutine. So it allows that subroutine that you added, the routines over here, the subroutines underneath the main routine, it allows them to be scanned. So it's very critical that you add these, or they won't be even used in the program. So if that kind of helps you understand how important they are, you would definitely see it not even working if you got to that point. So that's the first thing we need to do is add our JSRs. And what we'll do is we'll come back and that way it's not too much data or too much that we're trying to pass on each one of these videos, as we'll start adding in the next thing. So as far as that goes, and again, if we wanted to put these in actual alphabetical order, we come in here and we could put, if we wanted timers first, being that timers and stuff like that are an example, we put A01 and have that first, because they follow in alphabetical order, right? So if we want to counter second, then, and these are not limited to, we're going to have more stuff. We just want to actually start off with something, right? So we'll have, this would be A3. And that way they stay in a nice order that you choose as a programmer that you want to have them in, right? So it's real good to have structure when you're doing this. And that way these all kind of fall in. So now you see these are kind of out of order. Personally, I like to just move them up and get them in order. And that way everything looks like it's in nice alphabetical order and nice order when you go looking at it and stuff of that nature. So again, now we've added our routines, our subroutines down below our main routine in our ladder logic. We've added our JSRs, our jump to subroutines, so that those subroutines are now scanned within the process, and we will now we've then put them in alphabetical order on which order we want them to be in, so that it looks nice and clean. And then that way we can go ahead and start programming timers on the next one. So we'll close this video out and we'll open up the next one. Okay, thank you.